going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here with the distance. Got my last video for you guys for a while. I'm not gonna be here until July. What I want to do is I do want to come back, and there's probably another fight. I'm probably gonna come do a prediction for sometime in July. You'll never, like I said, you'll never know when I come back. I say I'm gonna be gone for a month. I end up coming back. Way before I say I'm going to come back, but it looks like I'll probably be back July the 10th. July the 10th, more than likely. We'll see what goes on in the next few weeks, but I put out the predictions, that I felt that I needed to. If I missed any, then I'll come back and I'll do them. One I didn't do was Brandon Rios versus Barla Antion. I might do that one the day of the fight. We'll see. But I'll be gone for a month. Pretty much those who have spoken to me know what's going on and why I'm going to be out. So anyway, I'm just going to do this post-fight video, and I'm riding off into the sunset. Not off of YouTube forever. But anyway, let's get into this Froch versus Glen Johnson. Overall, man, overall it's a decent fight. I like watching. I like seeing. I like this Froch versus Andre Ward in the finals. I chose Glen Johnson to win because I thought he'd be able to find a way to get inside and exploit Froch's mistakes. But what ends up happening is I think Froch made some adjustments in this fight. If you look at the early rounds of the fight, and this is another fight that didn't necessarily score, but it pretty much just had Froch winning it by a good margin. But if you look at this fight, Glen Johnson had like a half-inch reach advantage over him. Froch was landing like single jabs in the opening rounds, and kind of going in and out with Glen Johnson. He was just throwing single jabs, and with those single jabs, after a while, after throwing single jabs and kind of moving, Glen Johnson was able, when he's throwing his jab, Glen Johnson was able to out jab him. His jab was starting to get there first. So pretty much after Froch had was throwing single jabs, he started to double his jab. He started to throw more shots. He started to throw arm punches when he would get countered. But that's just how Froch is. He just throws after, when he gets hit flush. Sometimes he has to be hit to get more aggressive. That's just his temperament. But this fight was actually decent. I like seeing Froch, make some little adjustments, because the adjustments that he made were subtle. There were very subtle adjustments that he had made. I think this is pretty much could have been what the fight was about, adjustments. Who made the better adjustments that accommodated the fighter? Early goings of the fight, Froch came in, he jabbed. Pretty much he just used jab, and he was looking for little openings against Glen Johnson. Glen Johnson was kind of positioning his hands differently, probably to confuse Froch, or more than likely draw him in so he could probably get that counter overhand right. I thought what Johnson should have looked a little bit more for was the overhand right early, but also thought Froch should have fought more at a faster pace. But then again, it benefited him to not fight at a fast pace. I thought one fighter should have at least tried the fight probably one of the fights that's at a fast pace is probably Glen Johnson. Fight at a faster pace than what Froch wanted to fight at. And Froch, and maybe it was Froch's movement, the fact that he didn't have a fighter that was going to stand in front of him and trade with him, probably could have done it for Johnson, to where he's like, alright, I'm not going to fight this at a fast pace. But overall, Froch came in, he jabbed, doubled up the jab. When Johnson started to beat him to the jab, he started to double up the jab. He started to work a lot more and throw more combinations. He was looking subtly for the left hook to the body, and he was able to get it in. And pretty much just Froch, just used a lot of different things in this fight. Used movement. Even the movement set up the jab, if you look at it. When he started to go back to single jabs, he started to kind of find a way to land that single jab, and he just moved. He moved and then jabbed. He couldn't just stand there and jab with Glen Johnson, because Glen Johnson can counter with the overhand right. He can come over the jab and counter, or beat him to the jab. But there were many single shots in this fight. I think both fighters were somewhat apprehensive from time to time, and just getting in and just banging it out with each other. But it is what it is, boxing, of course. Thinking man's sport. The fighter who thinks better wins. That's just how it works. So, anyway, guys, nice talking to you guys for a while. I'll be gone, but you send me your messages and stuff. If you want to reach me, Facebook me, whatever you want, I'm gone. So anyway, guys, that's the distance. Thanks for watching. See you guys in a month. Peace.